Schools across the tri-state area continue to either cancel classes or move to remote learning.
All of it to ensure everyone's safety during the coronavirus outbreak.
Good afternoon, everyone. We hope you're doing fine. We miss you. We can't stress enough. This is not fun at all doing virtual learning, but it is what it is at this point, and we're going to have to make the best out of it. Hopefully by next year, we'll all come back together and be in the building and go back kind of to our old traditional times. With me today, I have Mr. Abdullah, the assistant principal over at STAR International Academy. And then we have Dr. Ahmed, of course, the principal of STAR International Academy. So really, we're here today to kind of talk about a few things that we've noticed over the past few months, kind of talk about virtual learning and kind of the home stresses that we're kind of facing with our students, our families, and of course, our staff as well. But before we start, I hope everyone's staying safe. Please continue to follow CDC guidelines. Wear your mask if you go out. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. We really want this thing to end, and I think I've said a million times that we are in this together. And hopefully within the next few months, the vaccine can help. Come the fall, maybe even spring, who knows? We can get back at it in the building and continue on with education as we know it to be. Obviously with changes in times and using the virtual, it's been a challenge, but kudos to all the teachers and support staff out there who've just been doing an amazing job to ensure, learning is taking place. So with that, I want to kind of start off to talk about kind of the home stresses and the levels and the challenging times that, at home that students and parents are facing, let alone with being at home and trying to learn on top of the news with lockdowns from the health department. It does take a toll on all of us, not just students and parents, but staff members as well, because there's lots of mothers and fathers out there that are dealing with the same stresses. I know at times we have siblings who are supporting their other, or I should say high school students supporting their younger siblings with the work, with the live sessions. It can become overwhelming. And there are those, and let's be honest, who are taking advantage, who are not coming on the live sessions, who are not doing their work, which is very concerning. And so with all of that, we kind of want to come up with a plan to really help support everyone. So with that, I want to get to my first point and to make this all clear. all of our teachers and support staff are going above and beyond their duties to ensure learning is taking place. I don't think that's, no hesitation would say that. I think everyone can, relate to that. Over the past semester, first semester, starting from August, teachers have provided students multiple opportunities to redo homework assignments, quizzes, and summatives that they didn't do well on. We know times are tough, and teachers have been so flexible throughout this semester to really try and help the community and try to help students. Teachers even respond to emails beyond the 4 o'clock workday. I mean, you're talking 5, 6, 7. I've seen emails go out as late as 9 o'clock from teachers. And so to get to the point on my first message, I highly recommend all students and parents take 2 or 3 minutes later today, this evening, just send a thank you email to your teacher and support staff for all of their hard work and dedication to your child and everything they've done for the past semester and will continue to do to semester 2 to really help your child. I mean, they are the frontline workers and they really are trying everything they can to ensure that every child succeeds here at STAR. To the second point, so we understand, there are, hiccups in the road, situations at home, and we can't account for almost every situation or variable that's taking place that is out of our control. So for this one time only, and I know Mr. Abdullah held sessions with some of the grade level teams this afternoon and the day before, along with our counselors and Dr. Abed as well. So for this one time only, we are going to offer students a chance to reassess within their summative assessments over winter break. So starting December 7th through December 16th at 4 o'clock, students may request to retake a summative they didn't do very well on, that they might have missed. But the catch here is that they have to complete it through winter break. It cannot be during instructional time. I do ask that you give teachers some time because they're going to have to create a new assessment. And this is a lot of work on teachers. And hence, back to my first point about thanking your teachers and taking 2 or 3 minutes, because now they're putting double the workload on them. So let me go back real quick. From December 7th through December 16th, I don't know, can we have that on the screen? Thank you very much. Students will need to email the teachers. The teachers will not email students. Students need to take responsibility. Email your teachers and ask to complete a summative assignment over winter break, and you will have a chance over winter break to complete the assignment. The summative that you do redo in winter break is due between January 4th and January 6th by 4 o'clock p.m. Please do not email the teacher the summative during winter break. Winter break for teachers is a break for them. I think they've well earned it and deserved it. We're trying to ensure that teachers don't work during winter break. This is their time off to spend with their families. Plus, if you email their winter break, it will probably go to the bottom of the email, given that they're also receiving several other emails come opening day when we open back up January 4th. So let me reiterate that. Starting December 7th through December 16th by 4 o'clock p.m., students will need to request from their teacher the summative assignment they would like to redo over winter break. They will complete it over winter break. Come January 4th through January 6th by 4 o'clock p.m., students must turn in the summative assessments that they worked on. Do not send the summative over winter break. It will be buried in the emails. Also, you'll have from December 7th to the 16th to ask teachers questions about the summative assessment, so you are clear. It will not be the same summative as you've taken before. What we're trying to do here is target the learning standard rather than giving the same assessment. That's not our goal. We want to make sure that you understand those standards, hence why you'll get another summative assessment that will reiterate those specific learning standards. And this is for all students. It's not just for those students who missed a summative assessment, who received an F on a summative assessment. If you got a C and you know in your heart you could do a much better job, then you can also ask for that. And then during winter break, you can complete the summative assessment. January 4th through January 6th, 4 o'clock, all the teachers will collect the summative assessments, virtually, of course, and then they will grade it. The grade that you receive from the new summative will either replace your existing summative, or if you did better on the first one, they'll keep the first one. The grade will be replaced. This is the one time only where we're not averaging the summative assessments. So this is your one chance, like I said. They are not averaging the summative assessments. You will replace the higher of the two summative assessments with the best score into gradebook and be into gradebook. If for some odd reason, during the stretch from September to December, one of your assignments was plagiarized or you were caught cheating on that summative assessment, you cannot redo that summative assessment over. You'll have to find other summative assessments to redo in order to be fair across the board with all students. Mr. Abdullah, do you want to add additional feedback?
Yeah, so first and foremost, hello, salam everyone. I hope everyone's staying safe. Parents, students, this is a lifeline right here. This is something that I highly recommend our students take advantage of. For our elementary kids, this includes them. So parents, we understand that elementary kids are not going to really be able to reach out to their teachers. So, you know, if you go into your power school and your child is struggling, please make sure that you are communicating with your child's teacher. An elementary student, you know, can't take that responsibility on his own. So make sure that you're checking your child's grades. If you don't have access to power school, please make sure that you do email Mr. Bazzi. He will provide you guys power school access. In regards to a question regarding up-to-date grades, teachers are working on it. This has been a progress reports weren't too long ago, so the grades that are current are pretty much close to where they should be. This is an opportunity, especially for high school. If you have a child or if you're a student that is watching this and you are behind, this is your opportunity to take advantage of, to motivate yourself during those 2 weeks to get yourself back on track. This has never happened before, nor will it ever happen again. Take advantage of this. Your teachers are going above and beyond. The amount of work that they're going to have to do is remarkable. Be thankful. Mr. Bazzi, that email that he's talking about, that is not something small. That is a big deal. Your teachers are going above and beyond and bending for what they need to do for you. They're opening up the doors for you. They're giving you every opportunity. Take advantage of it. Parents, follow up with your kids. Don't let them give up. There is hope. This is what this is for. Don't let them give up. This is their opportunity. You got to push them. If they need it, give it to them. You know, give them that little push. They have these 2 weeks to take advantage of this. Let's see them succeed.
Thank you, Mr. Abdullah. Dr. Abed, do you want to kind of chime in here?
Yes. Good afternoon, guys. I would like, honestly, to add almost just one sentence to say that the one thing that students get from their learning in any school is they hold themselves to high standards. That's mean they are not afraid to ask for support or help if they need it in regard to their study skills, because everything here now different in the online. So take this opportunity. So if for those students who's really willing to make an effort, there are a lot of opportunities to learn the school. And in fact, your teachers are very supportive and they would like to help you. We see this, we witness that every day. So that's what we would like you to know, that teachers, administration, everybody is willing to support you. So use this opportunity and motivate, for the parents, motivate your kids to put in their mind that basically education is important for them, and this is their opportunity to use it, because we are all in this together and we are here to support you. We are here to support you, and they are really willing to support you.
Thank you, Dr. Abed. And I do want to go back to the first point about teachers and support staff. I mean, this came about through collaboration with teachers, came about with collaboration from department heads, support staff. I know it's needed, but I really, please, sometime today, just take 1 or 2 minutes, send an email out and say thank you to your teachers, because they are taking on a load now with this one-time offer to kind of help everyone out, because we understand every household is different. You have households that are very engaged, and kids stand to get 4.0s, and kudos to them, and they deserve to get 4.0s. There are other households that we need to understand that is not the case. And the only source of help is a high school student, middle school student, or even elementary student. And, you know, just the parents do the best that they can, and they just don't have the abilities to support any more than that. So because of our diverse family backgrounds and what's happening at home, this is really kind of a, you know, here you go to support you. That, you know, teachers, department heads said, you know what, let's do this one time to help over winter break. Students, you still have to do the work. This is not a free pass. So let's be very clear. The summative assessment that you get is not the same summative assessment that you already took. It's going to be on the same learning standards. But the fact is you have to put in the work. You have to put in the effort through winter break. And that's really going to tell all, do you want to cross the finish line come semester one or not? You know, we talked earlier at the start of this where some students are taking advantage and not doing any of the work, not coming on to the live sessions. We have others who are really trying very hard to come on the live sessions. So we have a mix of both. But, you know, given this opportunity going into winter break, provided additional summative assessments to complete, come January 4th through the 6th, it's going to tell all, you know, it's going to tell your teachers, yes, I'm willing to work hard. You know, I learned from my first opportunity. You know, I've been given a second opportunity. Thank you so much. Let's put the work in. Let's, you know, grind out for the first semester. Because when we come back from winter break, we are in final exam mode, right? We only have a few weeks before we go into semester two. So it's very, very critical that you pick up the pace here with the next few weeks leading into winter break, do the summatives in winter break, and then when you come back, be ready for final exams. Semester one's a wrap, especially those high school seniors. You cannot fall behind. You finish earlier than everyone else. You're sometime going to finish about May, 1 month before everyone else. You don't have that much time. So you have to put in the effort now to really, you know, you'll feel kind of your hard work at play, especially when it comes down to graduation, because we do plan on having a special ceremony for our seniors. Don't be left out. We don't want anybody left out. We really want to see everyone through. Everything counts. Your grades, your cumulative GPAs, your state assessments, nothing is going away. Just because we're remote learning doesn't necessarily mean the state's going to stop everything, or everyone's going to pass, or everyone's going to be pushed up a grade. That was only a one-time thing by the state, because this has never happened in almost 100 years. So please take advantage of the time that you have. Reach out to your teachers. Thank your teachers. Remember, December 7th through the 16th, send an email to your teachers. Let them know, you know, thank you. I'd like to do these, you know, 2 summative assessments I didn't do very well on. And that will help you. That's 80% of your grade. So really take advantage of this time and opportunity that you have. Gentlemen, is there anything else you want to add on from Mr. Abdullah?
Mr. Bazzi, can I start displaying some of the questions of the parents?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. We have a question here by a parent. The state allows opening up the school for elementary and middle. So open up. Kids at that age need a learning environment. Can you comment on that, please? Yeah,
a great question. So just to clarify a little bit, that's not actually entirely true. The Wayne Health Department for the state, or I should say the state health department, shut everyone down through January, recommended shutting everyone down through January 15th. So, you know, on a month-to-month basis, we're looking at the data. We're sending surveys. If you're not completing the surveys, please complete the surveys. We're posting our extended learning plan every month on the website. So please take a look at that. A vast majority of students and staff still think, you know, to continue on to remote learning, given the situation. You are going to see increases here after Thanksgiving, next few weeks, of rises in COVID cases. At the end of the day, you're absolutely correct. Students need a learning environment at the school. That's without a doubt. I don't think anybody questions that. I think the real question here is safety. Is it worth a child's life, a staff's life, and we put safety first before anything, because these students, we act as if they're our own children, our staff members, our own brothers and sisters. We don't take chances with anyone's life, and if that's the case, we're not opening, given that if the rates are going up, if the state says we can't open up. So we have to follow guidelines, and we're following those guidelines to the T. If the state opens up and allows us to open up, and the staff surveys come back, positive to where they want to open up, then we'll consider it. But there's so many considerations and variables at play here that it's not as easy as just saying we're opening up the next day, because that takes a severe amount of logistics and planning.
There's a question by Jamila Al-Spayhat. We need to have, I think Mr. Abdullah touched upon this too, we need to have all test scores to be up to date in PowerSchool, so our kids can communicate with teachers if they need to retake a test.
That is correct. Teachers are updating on the fly. There's no hesitation or lack of putting anything into PowerSchool. I would highly recommend you continue to look at PowerSchool. It's updated daily. So if there's a concern or a parent wants to see a specific grade, I would highly suggest to email the teachers. They are in charge of their own classrooms. And feel free and make that communication. That's where we highly want parents and students to continuously communicate with their child's teacher.
Fawziya Umrani, I know you probably post many times before emails for you all, but can you please post again? Thank you. I don't understand exactly the question.
Mr. Bazzi's email, because he's the one who has PowerSchool.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's what they're...
Oh, sure. Okay. I'll post. There is this link that you can actually request the reset for PowerSchool access or to gain access to them. We have a comment here that your attendance system has a problem. Every day, call us. We have automated the attendance for parents to receive a call at about 11 a.m. if their child is absent, marked absent by the teacher in the morning. And also you get a call at the end of the day and an email with the detailed report of the attendance of that day if the child is marked absent for one period or more. If you feel that you received that by error, please reply back either to the email or call the school, so we make sure that there's no errors in the system in regarding to your email. So far, we haven't received any complaints about that. If you'd like to comment further, Mr. Bazzi or Dr. Abed.
Yeah, just make sure if you can, get them on live sessions. That's where the attendance happens. Students have to be on live sessions. They need to learn the material for the day. If they're not on live sessions, they're going to be significantly behind. Teachers are making individualized lesson plans on a week-to-week basis. They're really, really working hard. I commend them, the support staff, special ed department, IT. Everyone from administration, department heads, everyone's working really hard, and we want to support all of you. But you need to kind of meet us halfway and help us, help your child, be successful. During winter break, a lot of students are going to have some work to do. I highly recommend have that conversation at the dinner table tonight. Hey, what are you missing? What do we need to communicate with the teachers on? Let's get the work, see their work through winter break. Don't just let them get it. Ask about it. Come winter break, how far along are you? Take a look at it and make sure that it is getting done.
Mr. Bazzi, if I can.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Parents, this is the time you take the motivational approach. If your kid is down, you got to pick them up. This is us as a school reaching out, but we need you as a parent to be that support system at home. Giving your kids that opportunity right now as a school, this is a big deal. So we need you to keep pushing them. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope. This is it. This is a huge opportunity. We need you to be that motivational factor at home, that the whisper in the ear that let's go, let's get up, let's get on the live sessions. Live sessions are extremely important. Kids are not going to understand the material to do the work over winter break if they're not attending live sessions. It's very important. If your kid has a hard time sleeping, figure out why. Are they staying up late? What are they doing? Are you paying attention to what's going on while they're in their bed alone? You know, pay attention to the little things. You know, why is my child not waking up so early? What time is he going to bed? Why is he only missing first hour, but he's not missing last hour? Pay attention to these things, because this is a great opportunity to kickstart your child going into semester 2. So let's focus on semester 1 right now. Let's get them back on track so that we can limit the damage that's been done and get them focused and re-energized going into semester 2.
So Fatima, good question. Just to be clear, the student has to reach out to the teacher. The teacher sees over 150 kids, right? It's impossible for them to memorize everything or send everything out. The students have to take responsibility. Students have to email their teachers and request the summative assessments between December 7th. Let me pull it up real quick. Between December 7th and December 16th by 4:00 p.m. Come 401 if you request it on December 16th. I mean, there's nothing we can do because teachers need those days to get all the summative assessments that have been requested to get them ready to send home with the students. Again, the student must request the reassessment from their teachers between December 7th, which is Monday, this upcoming Monday, through December 16th by 4:00 p.m. That way, December 17th and 18th, teachers will release them. If not, they'll release them earlier between them. It's really on to the teacher in getting those out to you. They'll be due January 4th through January 6th by 4:00 p.m.
Mr. Bezzi, just to add to what you said, for the parents to know what grades your child are having, basically you have multiple ways to do that. First of all, you are in communication with the teacher, either through Class Dojo or Remind or direct email. Second, you can check with your child when they get their assignments done and corrected. Third, and one of the easiest ways is basically to have PowerSchool access, where you have a detailed report on your child's attendance and grades. And if you don't have access or you need to reset your access, we have the IT department working every day on doing these requests on daily basis. So we have expedited the process, and this is the link basically to let them do that. And also another way is if you want to add a guardian email to Google Classroom, you have to request that from the teacher. So send the teacher an email with the email that you want to add as a parent for Google Classroom Guardian email. So you will receive daily reports on the assignments that are in Google Classroom. Thank you.
I do want to add a quick note too here. Be patient. Teachers do have a lot of students. So please, if you send the email December 7th, don't expect it in an hour, right? This is going to take some time. We ask you to be patient. I know specialist teachers, and I'm going to say it out for you, Kay. Thank you for the post. Your specialist teachers or elective teachers have over 400 students. So, you know, God bless Ms. Morel. Thank you so much for jumping on and sharing that request and doing everything that you do with your students. So you have to be patient. When you ask for the summative assessment, give it a few days. It can go maybe even a week, but you will get it so long as you request it in time. But be rest assured, teachers will definitely send you the summative. We just ask that you just give them a little bit of time and be patient.
Dr. Bezzi, can I add one thing? Mr. Abdullah talks about motivation. As you know, some students, maybe they are not able to take the summatives for 6 subjects. So just to start small, slowly, so they can retake 1 exam, 2 exams from 3 subjects. So that's what we will, or the subject that they feel they can best, because we need them to go for the 6. But if it is not manageable or they cannot do it, then at least they take 1, 2, or 3, so they can use this opportunity to pass 3 or 4 subjects.
Thank you, Dr. Ahmed. So with that, that concludes kind of the presentation. If you have any further questions, again, please email your teachers, start that dialogue. You have all the dates. I know the video will be posted on Facebook, so You can review this again if you've missed some of the deadlines, the dates, and the hyperlink to PowerSchool. But we're all here to help. I mean, teachers are willing to help. We don't want to see anybody fall behind because of things that students cannot control. And so this is going to be an opportunity. Students, it's on to you to really take advantage of this opportunity, our second chance, so to say, prior to going into final exams, which will be held in January. But if there are any questions, your first point of contact are your teachers. They're in charge of their classrooms. They have their assignments, they make their lesson plans, and we're here to support our teachers and our support staff. So let's work together. Let's iron this out and hopefully have a good, safe winter break. And those students who requested summatives, stay motivated. Let's get that done and let's get it in when we come back from winter break. So with that, I leave you. Thank you so much for your time. Like I said, if there are any further questions, you can reach out to your teachers or to one of us. We'll be more than happy to support. Thank you so much.